How much time do you really have? Some people say we have all the time in the world. But is that true? The clock is ticking and it doesn't stop. That girl you always wanted to talk to, will she be there? That car you always wanted to buy, will you love it at that time? How much time do you have to lose that weight, or to build that muscle, or to do the things you always wanted to do? The clock is ticking and it doesn't stop. So tell me, how much time do we really have? Well, we're going to find out. This is Egg Dog 8. You know, as we look at this beautiful earth, we just focus on time. How much time do we really have? I've been waiting to talk to this beautiful girl, but why haven't I? Because there's time. Why haven't I went and bought that new car that I wanted, or that new house? What's the metaphor in all that? I have time, or at least I think I have time. See, you really don't know how much time you really have to do things. Even go out and take a trip to see this beautiful earth. How much time do we really have? And now the pandemic's hit, where they don't want us going outside, breathing air, going to see things, going out to eat. Your time is limited because if you go out there and really search, you can catch the pandemic and die. And the death rate has shrunk. Before, we were all dying at around 80, 90 years old. Now it's shrunk. We're dying earlier now. And with the pandemic, people are rushing. They're out there buying toilet paper, paper towels, all kind of disinfectant. But now, you're dying quickly. It's at 57 years old now. That's pretty early. When you die that early, so what you want to do now is you want to go in there and show your stuff. Everybody got their eyes on you. And you're probably looking like, yeah, I deserve this. I look the best. So they're going to jock you because you are the best. You only get one crack at this. So if you got to act arrogant, look arrogant, and show everybody that you're it, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and cut your eyes, act funny style. As I was walking down the streets of Mexico City, I saw a lot of things. As I walk with my camera, a lot of people don't know who I am in the United States. So walking down the street in Mexico City, it's very easy. Nobody recognized me, even though I look different from everybody else. But as I looked around, people just acted like they just had a lot of time. A lot of times on their hands where they really didn't accomplish what they wanted to accomplish. Really didn't fulfill all their dreams. But that's all of us. All of us think that we have so much time to do these things. But do we really have that much time? That's why you have to do the things you have to do to make sure you're ready to go at all costs. When you're on that airplane and you know you don't have that much time, but you should be happy you're about to take that trip to Bermuda like you've always wanted to do. So when you're on that plane and you see the pilot about to taxi down the runway and take off, and that big jumbo jet or that 747 or that Airbus, you make sure all your cylinders are at 100% before you take off. And that's what these pilots are doing. They're taking off, taking you to your dream trip. And when you're taxiing down that runway, you have to think, are you spending your time wisely? Are you spending your time like you've always wanted to spend it? Some people have never flown in an airplane. That's something that you would want to do. But some people are afraid of flying, so they may not never do it. How you spend your time is very important, because you never know when you're going to leave this earth. You never know when you're going to do it. So you want to have all the time to have fun in this life. See and do things you've never done. And if you've never flown in an airplane or went on a trip, go ahead and do it. Enjoy yourself, because it's quite an experience. Taxiing down that runway on an object this huge, knowing that it can lift up off the ground and fly. That is an amazing creation that a lot of people take for granted.
Well, you think you tough? You look so tough now, little nigga. Hate you black bastards. You stink. I hate your black skin.
Everybody always wants to concentrate and hate on old 8Dawg. I just don't get it. You know, 8Dawg goes out of his way to love and try to help people, and they just shit right on you. Call you names, want to talk about you behind your back, crazy stuff like that. I'm used to it, but you know what? Sometimes I feel like this guy. I feel like just exploding, and when I do, all the people that hear me, they're going to feel like they've been hurt by me, so I don't do it. I just sit back and listen. But man, if you had time, imagine being able to look and drive your favorite muscle car, that GT500. That's what I want to drive. But I have to wait. Time is the essence. Do I have time to be able to drive one of these cars here? This GT500 and also the new one. This one right here. Do I have time to fulfill my dream? We'll see one day. See you later.